The Supreme Court has issued notice to the Delhi police. This notice comes after the NGO alleged that they were harassed by the Delhi police. The NGO said that they were completely harassed by the Delhi police. Remember, 1,100 trees were chopped in Delhi. The Supreme Court has issued contempt notice to DDA as well. The top court will be hearing the matter on Friday. In fact, my colleague Ishika, she spoke to Bhavreen Kandhari, an environmentalist in the matter of the NGO claiming harassment by the Delhi cops in the tree felling incident. Listen in.
Ma'am, my first question to you is that, there were in fact allegations that, you were receiving calls continuously from the Delhi cops pursuing the case. If you can explain to us as to what happened.
Yeah, so one of the petitioner environmentalists, he's received certain notices and quite rightly you said it's harassment because these are citizens who are actually working on the ground to save the trees, to, for the, bird life, wildlife, and doing fantastic work. If our children at our stage who have even learned anything to love trees, hug trees, climb trees, they're learning from, youth like these. And of course, the message today is quite clear, by the Supreme Court that don't shoot the messenger. And this is something I think everyone should be, affected with. Everybody should be talking about it, whether you're a politician or a citizen or a bureaucrat. We cannot deny that every third child has damaged lungs. The recent Lancet study has clearly shown that the maximum number of deaths in the city of air pollution is Delhi. So how is it that we can, just kind of ignore, some 1,100 trees being cut illegally, or even the other government who's cutting 5 trees, giving permissions to cut 5 trees an hour. So it's not about who and which government. It's about everyone will have to restrain and change and introspect and find ways that will give the children here, the city here, a future, which is obviously being devastated right now.
Ma'am, we also want a bit of clarification over the point that, it was also mentioned that in fact, the Delhi cops were also trying to search the banks. They were trying to approach the banks. So if you can clarify us.
Yeah, they reached the bank without the permission of the petitioner, of course, and they took out all the bank details, etc. The thing. So this is absolutely unnecessary. I mean, there is no reason for them to be doing this. There are a lot of good work that they could have done. I mean, after all, these trees have been cut illegally. There is a lot of other violations that are happening in the city right now as pertain to air pollution and trees. Maybe they should spend their time and energy doing that. It will be good for their children and ours.
And Sunil Prabhu joins us to get us more details on this. Sunil, the Supreme Court has issued contempt notice to the DDA. The top court has taken cognizance of the entire matter and, in fact, come very hard on the Delhi police and the DDA.
That's right. They've said this is a very serious matter, and they've issued notice to the Delhi police. The police officers who are involved in this will have to really explain their position, because this comes after the Supreme Court really wanted to get to the bottom of it. How did the Lieutenant Governor, the DDA Vice Chairman, how they are trying to cover up this entire exercise about a visit that took place in February? On whose instructions were trees cut? How did the road get widened? Why was only central area, paramilitary forces, because a hospital is coming up, such a widening of the road took place? There are a number of points here, and when you cut trees, especially as was pointed out, in the world's most polluted city and capital in the world, Delhi is notorious for that, and it's in this backdrop I think that they want to get to the bottom of it. But the fact that the Delhi police has been able to attempt to put pressure on the petitioner, asking questions, getting to the bank, asking further points, is really clearly something that the Supreme Court is taking note of very, very seriously, because this is clearly an attempt to intimidate the petitioners, who are basically trying to highlight that Supreme Court committee as well as Supreme Court rulings have been violated.
Right. Sunil Prabhu, thank you very much for getting us all the latest there.